Hey guys, Weir, roadrunner.com. We got some breaking news on the repo slash bank bailout slash lots more coming front. um, from Zero Hedge, not transitory. Fed liquidity handout surges to near 90 billion. Who could have guessed that? I said 100 billion on Friday, but it's 90. It's not done. I'll get to that in 1 second. So much for the transitory liquidity shortage arguments put forth by commission takers and asset gatherers. The New York Fed accepted 87.7 billion term repo today, the highest level yet. Actually, it's not. I think it's the highest level since September. Anyway, but it's close. Fed accepted 20.1 billion in 14-day term and 67.7 in overnight. And there's the chart. Like I said, this is going exponential. For Road to Ruta members, go to the private road. I have a discussion on, or I will be posting in about an hour, a discussion on a secret repo. It's not a repo, a secret buy. It's not even secret. Anyway, go to the private road. I'll be discussing that shortly. I will post that video. Big news there, though. Big news. And as I've pointed out, that the feds are going to have to kick it up a notch. As you can see on this graph, the linear graph, it was dropping below. I'm like, oh, Friday, I'm like, they're going to have to kick it up big time, which they did the first day. They're going to kick it up bigger and bigger and bigger. And as you can see, during this time period, we have had, there was a time period of no 14 days that went on, so none are expiring. So it keeps our total high up until the 22nd. They'll just keep, all the term repos are going to keep adding on and adding on for the overnight. Right now, the overnight's at 190.2 billion dollar bailout just tonight, just for tonight. But that's not all. Remember the statement, this statement here from the Federal Reserve Bank. Statement regarding Treasury bill purchases and repurchase operations. This is from the 11th, last week. In light of recent and expected increases in the Federal Reserve's non-reserve liabilities. Now, first of all, it wasn't expected. They said it was over in September. So they're lying again. The FMOC directed the desk effective October 15th, which is today, to purchase Treasury bills at least into the second quarter of next year to maintain over time ample reserve balances at or above the level that prevailed in early September 2019. The committee also directed the desk to conduct term and overnight repurchase operations at least through January of next year to ensure that the supply of reserves remains ample. Basically, these are all just bank bailouts. That's all they are. Jamie Dimon, and I talk about this in the upcoming, the private road chat that I'm about to post. Jamie Dimon's JP Morgan did great this quarter. Why? FICC, fixed income, commodities, and currencies, I think it stands for. Basically, they are the ones who are benefiting from the repo bailouts. It is a scam that is going on, and it is absolutely being papered over. The key, though, is for the ultimate transition, the Fed will get to a point where it is no longer palatable for the faith and confidence. That's what, and then all of a sudden everything stops. So they'll keep doing this, and my number was 20 trillion. And from my graph here, the 20 trillion looks like it's going out into November, mid-November. Look for 20 trillion. By the end of this week, right now there's 90.2. I think we'll climb up over 300 billion. 300 billion. And then it goes exponential. And they've laid the groundwork with this, the repos and reverse repos. Or the, hold on, right here. So, in accordance with this directive, the desk plans to purchase Treasury bills at an initial pace of approximately $60 billion per month, starting with the period from mid-October to mid-November. $60 billion per month will be. Now, these are permanent bailouts. The other ones are just overnight or term repos. These are permanent. So I will add these to this for permanent basis. I have to add a new column. This is the cumulative. This is the term maturity, all the repos and the term repos. But when they buy them, I'm just going to add it to the total. So 60 per month. And if you do it for 4 months, that's 240 billion added to this. Yeah, I don't think it's going to last that long, truthfully. I'm seeing a need for 20 trillion come November, but we will find out. But the fact of the matter is it's not stopping. Why? Because the banks are in serious trouble. Jamie Dimon had a great quarter because of the repos. Without the repos, they would have been bankrupt. And keep an eye on WeWork. Jamie Dimon and WeWork. Canary in the coal mine as far as the destruction of the derivative book at Jamie Dimon. The games, all the games he's been playing. There's reason they're going up against RICO charges for the gold and silver. This is a criminal operation that's being taken down. So just keep an eye on it. Absolutely. If you want to keep a better eye, go to roadtoruda.com. Subscribe today. Become a subscriber. Or subscribe to the Patreon channel. I'm putting that up. Today's post up on Patreon too. So go check that out. That's only $10 a month. But this one, you get the Very token and the silver coin. Anyway, lots going on. I will keep you guys informed. Stay on the road to Ruta. This is Big Swear signing off. Hey, this is Big Swear. I have a new song about some old acquaintances of mine, the bankers. It's amazing how you can rob a 7-Eleven for a couple $100 and end up with a year in jail. And if you wear a suit and work on Wall Street, you can rob the whole world of billions, if not trillions of dollars and pay a fine and still get your bonus the next year. Probably get promoted. So this song is for the likes of the bankers we all know and love. It's called Hey Mr. Banker. Mr. Banker, I can see you play your dirty games, but you ain't fooling me. Creating money out of thin air, you lend it to the people, but the money never was there. Foreclosing on the sheeple. When it all falls apart and we are down on one knee, you demand a bailout and a get out of jail card free. You're just a criminal in a fancy suit, just a criminal stealing everyone's loot, just a criminal, and you'll get yours one day when the people find out. They're gonna lock you away. Hey, Mr. Banker, I see what you're doing. You're rigging markets higher, derivatives are brewing. You tell us all it's different, gonna go up forever, and secretly you're short thinking you're so damn clever. When you finally rig it down and watch everybody drown, you steal the real assets, get the heck out of town. Whoa, you're just a criminal in a fancy suit, you're just a criminal stealing everyone's loot, just a criminal. You'll get yours one day when the people find out. They're gonna lock you away. Hey, Mr. Banker, I think you're in trouble. The people are awake and we're rising from the rubble. And don't you go and hide now, cause we are gonna find you and drag you through the town square, expose what you've been up to. The justice will be swift, we're gonna lock you in a hole. I'd hate to be you, God have mercy, mercy, mercy on your soul. Whoa.
you're just a criminal in a fancy suit. Just a criminal, stealing everyone's loot. Just a criminal, you'll get yours one day. When the people find out, they're gonna lock you away. Oh, you're just a criminal in a fancy suit. You're just a criminal, stealing everyone's loot. Just a criminal, you'll get yours one day. When the people find out, they're gonna lock